ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe for more things. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another toy review on the Avengers Age of Ultron movie Titan Hero Tech Interactive Hulkbuster. Gotta give a big thanks to my boy Mr. Phils for making this review happen. And if you're trying to get your Avengers Age of Ultron figures, you can get it at Big Bad Toys.
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
You can see you get the big four. He interacts with other Titan Hero Tech Avengers. It says Lights Speech over there. Jackhammer Punch. Then on the side you can see how he says, oh yeah, this is power. See all the other Avengers. There's a little read up. If you want to read it, pause it now. And on this side right here it says Cap, I'm your one machine army. Hey, what about War Machine? Anyway, let's get to it and crack this thing open. So here's Hulkbuster Iron Man out of the packaging, and a very cool looking toy. I really like the design for movie Hulkbuster. Even though we're not getting all kinds of crazy paint detail on the figure, I do like the combination of colors that we have over here and how they're spaced out. We get a little bit of gray and yellow right here on the legs. Same thing with on the arms and everything, so it's not just a big old red piece of plastic, you know, and it's pretty hollow. It's a very light piece. The legs are completely hollow. You can see the bottom of the feet right over there. Looking at the side, this is the jackhammer punch function, which I'll show in a minute. Looking at the back, it is just a big red piece of plastic with a bunch of holes in it, but it's sculpted nicely through and through. I think it looks pretty good. Now it comes with this little instruction booklet over here. He says all of these sounds. So I do have the Hulk so I can show this off. It does take 3 AA batteries, which are already inside there, and it shows you how to replace them. It is interesting that it says that he talks to Ultron, even though we haven't seen an image of an Ultron toy yet. I really like how the head sculpt came out. I think this is pretty good. Paint's pretty clean. You don't get any kind of crazy bleeding. You can see they have this little sparkly stuff going right there in the plastic, so it looks pretty neat. You know, kind of gives it a little bit of a metallic sheen. You can see the sparkles right there. I like the sparkles. You get a lot of little sculpted designs right here, so I think it's pretty neat looking. You know, it's not too shabby. He has one thumb and he has his 2 fingers. For some reason in the trailer, I think he had a thumb and 3 fingers. Of course, as an adult collector, I would prefer to have more paint. For instance, those arc reactors on the knees, that would have been cool to see those lit up, but it's okay. You know, at least the sculpting is there. You know, I don't expect too much, you know, from a kid's toy. And here's looking at the back of it again, you know, where they didn't really apply much paint at all, which is okay. You know what I mean? I don't think kids are really going to care about that. The articulation on the figure is very limited. The head moves side to side only that much, so you don't get a full 360 range of motion. You can do 360 right here with the arms over at the shoulders, and the wrist moves side to side that much. And even though this one does have the jackhammer action, that one rotates side to side as well. And then we have our light up function and our sound effects. So you can just hit this button right here. Ooh. Let's see what
for an upgrade. Avengers, assemble.
Oh, he says Avengers assemble, huh?
Rerouting power to arc reactor. Whoa, big guy. Thor, you've got the power. I've got the tech.
Really does not sound like Robert Downey Jr. at all. And then you get this jackhammer action where it makes sounds and stuff too. So you just push this button right here. And then when this comes out, as it comes back in, it kind of takes one last jab. So take a look at this. That's pretty cool. Just sound effects that come out of here. If you push it halfway, it only goes like that. But if you push it down all the way, it'll double up. You know what I mean? I mean, you can just push it over and over. I thought my right arm had some good jackhammering action, but this Hulkbuster's taking it, man. Oh, Natasha, oh my god. Okay, so I have my Titan Hulk right over here, and it says you just need to put them in close proximity to each other, and if you hit the button on one of them, then the other one should reply. So let's see how this works. So I'm going to hit the button on Hulkbuster.
Time for an upgrade.
Okay, nothing from Hulk. Let's tap.
Bruce, it's time to calm down.
That's cool. Okay, so it looks like I can have Hulk speak to Hulkbuster, but it doesn't work the other way around.
Hulk, stop tearing up my armor.
Okay, let's try the other way.
Hulkbuster, powering up.
And then nothing from Hulk. Now this thing does have some height on him. He's about 13 inches tall. And here he is side by side with the Titan Hulk. And here it is next to the Avengers Marvel Select Hulk figure. And here he is next to the Hot Toys Hulk figure, not fitting into scale again. So it looks like adult collectors are out of luck for the time being. And here it is next to my Toy Biz Marvel Legends Hulkbuster. And of course here he is next to the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. So it is what it is. This is a kid's toy, and I don't think it's a bad kid's toy at all. I think kids should have fun with it. You know, he speaks, he's got light up functions, he's got jackhammering powers, he speaks on his own, he speaks to other toys. You know, it shouldn't be a bad purchase for the kiddies. Adult collectors are gonna have to wait until they get their hands on an actual action figure that represents the movie Hulkbuster. But for right now, this is all we got aside from the Hulkbuster and Hulk 2-pack, which I'm gonna try to get to reviewing. Alright, I hope you guys liked my video. If you did, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button right over there. If you haven't already, check out my video of me interviewing zombies at Walker Stalker Con. I also got to interview Ming from Comic Book Man. He was a very, very cool dude. And check out a photo gallery of images over at marvelousnews.com. And don't forget to follow me on the Twitter. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Yeah, cover the perimeter.